Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Wendy, I'm home.
I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire!
Go to hell and take your friends with you!
Carbon Day! Huh? No!
Get off my plane.
Remember selling the promise to kill you last?
That's what made you did it!
I lied.
Are you ready?
Yeah, all good.
Cool. Begin.
Me? I don't intro.
Hello, everybody. This is Movies to Drink To, as the title says. And today we're talking about Grindfest 2025, which we just got back from. I say just got back a couple of days ago. It was on the weekend. It's now Tuesday. By the time you're hearing this, give me next year.
Yeah.
Gearing up for 26. Anyway, so we've mentioned this in the last couple of sort of things we've put out. Grindfest as a festival, film festival over in Christchurch, England. 35mm screenings of genre films from, well, different. It's not just horror. There's horror, sci-fi, just plain up weird, from mainly the 80s, but also like 90s. Anything sort of pre-2000 and when did they rip all the stuff out? 9?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Pre-digital.
So 3 days. We were there for all 3 days. We watched all but one of the films, and we're just going to talk about the whole thing. So it started on the Friday night, beginning with Dreamscape from 1984. I'd never seen this before. Have you?
No, it was the first for me as well. First viewing.
Oh, right. So 1984 stars Dennis Quaid, Max von Sydow's in it, David Patrick Kelly. Well, the plot is a man who can enter and manipulate people's dreams is recruited by a government agency to help cure the President of the United States from his nightmare about... Sorry, it's nuclear war.
Yeah. He thinks he's going to destroy the world.
Yeah. It's like Inception.
Yeah, they kept saying it was like Inception.
I mean, it's
only in the
not.
fact that it's like somebody's going into dreams.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing like Inception.
No.
It's a bit Lawnmower Man.
A little bit. It's got better effects than Lawnmower
Yeah,
Man.
by far. And Lawnmower Man was later.
Yes, it was. But no, I quite enjoyed this, to be fair. David Patrick Kelly's really entertaining as like the sort of villain. Yeah, they say it's like, obviously it looks nothing like Inception, but it's obviously the idea of someone going into your dreams.
Yeah.
And manipulating things. My favourite bit was when the steel worker had a dream that he was a steel worker.
Because he's a steel worker.
What
And he
an
has no
imagination
imagination. Yeah. I can't. There's the bit I was talking about afterwards where Dennis Quaid. There's some weird like moments in this film, but Dennis Quaid like has to get into this guy's dream really quickly, and they run into an office, and he throws everything off the desk, and then he stands on the desk and reaches his hands up to touch the ceiling, and he's like, "Oh, it's not working!" Like he can't sleep. It's like, because you're standing.
That's not how sleeping works, Dennis Quaid.
And then he lays down and he's instantly asleep.
Yeah. It was pretty entertaining, though. It's a Dennis Quaid 80s movie.
Yeah.
But it was fun for what it is, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Straight after Dreamscape was The Howling.
Yeah.
From 1981. It's obviously the werewolf movie directed by Joe Dante that stars E.T.'s mum, aka Dee Wallace. There was actually an intro from Joe Dante that had been filmed for the festival specifically, which was, a lot of fun to see him pop up on the screen just talking about it. But they then showed the scene from Gremlins where the Gremlins have taken over the cinema, and so the screen came up with it, and it was all very entertaining, very well done. The Howling, you said you hadn't seen it before.
No, I genuinely thought I had. And then the film started. I was like, no, I've never seen this. So yeah, another first watch.
I have seen it before. I like it. It's not my favourite 80s werewolf film.
No.
And no, it isn't American Werewolf in London. It's Silver Bullet. That's what they need next year, is Silver Bullet. I love that film. But The Howling, it has a bit of a cult following.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's mentioned in Scream as well, which is where I think a lot of people first heard of it. It is a good film. Its makeup effects are, at the end...
Mm.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I mean, obviously, at the time, I imagine it was amazing. But like, yeah, watching it now, like I'd heard about the Howling and the transformation scene and everything else. The only thing I thought about the transformation scene, like the main transformation scene, is it was so long.
Yeah, there's it's not Dee Wallace's character, is it? It's another woman, and it basically stands there for fucking ages watching this person turn into a werewolf, and then once they fully transform, goes, "Huh!" and then like throws water over it or something.
Yeah, it is Dee Wallace.
It is
in
Dee
that scene,
Wallace's
yeah.
character. I can't
There's one bit where it kind of cuts away from this guy changing into a werewolf back to Dee Wallace, and she's literally like, yeah, weird film. It was a good film. I enjoyed it, but yeah, not the classic, in my opinion, that I thought it would be.
No, like I said, yeah, it's not my. There's one other better 80s werewolf movie. And so Friday was obviously, it started like in the evening and it was capped. So there's only 3 films. Capped off with Extra.
Yes.
What the fuck is Extra? It's from 1982. It's a British film. It was co-produced by Bob Shea.
Yeah.
The guy
from
behind
New Line Cinema.
Like behind Nightmare on Elm Street and all that stuff. So it's sort of an American British production, but it was filmed in the UK. It has a mainly British cast. I mean, I remember I'd never seen it before, but I'd seen like the poster and I'd heard about it.
Yeah, I was aware of its existence.
Yeah, the alien, the big bad alien, is basically not kind of revealed because it's on the fucking poster.
Yeah.
And it shows up in the film pretty early on. You just see it straight away. It's in the whole film for like what, 3 minutes?
Yeah, it's some weird kind of backwards dog-looking thing.
Yeah.
Like it looks awful. Like I don't even think the face moves, does it? It's just like seems like a solid. It looks like this thing's made out of wood.
But it goes and it rapes a woman who then gives birth to a fully grown man.
Yeah.
Who was abducted by the aliens 3 years prior, I believe. But then he's an alien, and then he goes back to his home and he gives his child some weird psychic powers.
Yeah.
And the kid can bring his toys to life.
It very much feels like this film was made up as they went along. Like I don't think there's no way the shooting script was all of this. I think that it's just the director at various points in the film going, let's get a panther, and just put it in the house. Like it's so weird, and obviously narratively it makes no sense at all. Like this guy was a normal, like the dad was a normal human guy who was abducted by aliens. We see all that happen. And then for some reason, the only way he can come back to Earth is to be gestated and then birthed back into the world by some poor woman who was just like minding her own business.
Yeah.
And he's like, as a fully grown man, surely there's an easier way.
Just take him back.
Yeah.
Just send him back. It should be easier just to send him back as he is.
Yeah, like why do you have to go through all that? Again, it's just
because it looks cool.
Be really good.
Yeah, do you want to be fucked up? Let's have a woman give birth to a fully grown dude, and he bites his own umbilical cord off.
But in the end, he's still going to go back in some sort of ship that we never see. Like it doesn't have to get back into a woman to go back to the.
He's got to take his son with him. Like, all right, bear with me here.
Just close your eyes.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. Like it's one of these films where it's always more fun to watch it with an audience.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
Everyone kind of there were some
I mean,
laughs.
I recommend seeing it just for the sake of seeing it. But I mean, it's not a good film.
No, not really.
It's just fucking weird.
It is. Yeah, weird is the word. Yeah, definitely. So that was the Friday. Saturday kicked off with The Quiet Earth.
Yeah,
which I'd never heard of.
Again, I was aware of its existence, but I'd never seen it.
No. This is a New Zealand film.
It is.
And it's basically about a scientist awakens to find himself alone in the world. In a desperate attempt to search for others, he finds only 2 who have their own agenda.
Yes.
To the start of, I mean, it's like a dystopian sci-fi sort of film, and it begins very 28 days later, or rather 28 days later begins Very Quiet Earth.
Yeah.
With this man waking up and he's walking, the streets are completely deserted and he's walking around. Obviously it's not London, it's a place called Hamilton in New Zealand. So it starts off with that kind of affair of him just kind of going a bit mad.
Yeah. It's my favourite bit of the whole film. Like, it's the first.
The first half of the
Half,
film is
yeah.
him just kind of going a bit loopy once he realizes he's literally the only person left. But then, as the synopsis says, he does find a couple of other people, but are they all going to get along? I really like this film. I found it.
I enjoyed it.
I think cute is the word. I found it quite cute. I don't know why.
I think it's very well done. Like the whole like conveying that this guy's all on his own. Stuff like obviously he moves into like some grand palace that he's like living in for a bit, and he proclaims himself like president of the world to a bunch of cardboard cutouts, including like Hitler,
Napoleon.
Napoleon, those guys, all the fun people. But yeah, like I really enjoyed that. Like it just conveying the guy's like mental state, and then we get introduced to the woman.
Yeah.
And then there's that whole relationship there, and then we get another guy thrown into the mix who's clearly more of an alpha male than this first guy. So yeah, it's interesting, like the relationships and that form and everything else. It's good.
It was also for like an 80s, like I guess you could say B movie. It's not like trashy.
Yeah.
It's not like overly violent or anything like that. It's almost like a pleasant watch, really, compared to a lot of the
it's
stuff.
quite a slow, like it's not action heavy like at all. It's just what would probably happen if you was like on your own.
Yeah, definitely. After Quiet Earth was the short film showcase. I missed the first one, or at
You
least
caught the end of it. It was the two guys that were out on a night out, and it turns out they're aliens.
right. Okay, so it made no sense to me.
Yeah.
So I came in halfway through, like, what the hell?
It was quite funny.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it. The effects were very homemade, which I enjoyed.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of every single short film they showed, or even how many there were. Pearls stuck out though, which is
one of the guys that used to be in The Bill, which is an old UK police show.
yes,
But yeah, that was odd.
it was odd.
Yeah.
Yes, but very well done. There's also a really short film, and I mean, like it was about 30 seconds long. It was
Yeah.
very well done.
Oh, the one.
People with the weird eyes, and it's like a one-shot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, basically the people that made that were there, and they said it was basically just like a camera test, like a steady cam sort of test. But yeah, it just follows one woman like around her flat upstairs. She don't even go downstairs, just the upstairs of the flat. But yeah, that was really good. What was the other one? Oh, the housewife,
Yep.
which is
Weird.
insane. It starts off with a woman putting a dollhouse away, then the dollhouse grows into a person that kind of becomes her mum, who then murders a postman and is making his entrails for dinner. That's it. Great,
I love a short film.
but so weird.
Yeah. And the other one was I can't remember what it was called. The sort of the couple show up to the house of that old lady and her friend.
Oh yeah, they're gonna rob them.
Yeah, and then it turns out
They're cannibals.
yeah.
The old ladies are cannibals.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
There was then a women in horror roundtable discussion, which I missed the beginning of. I'll be honest. But yeah, that was very interesting, and that was all leading up to American Psycho, which was then the next film, which was directed by a woman, hence the Women in Horror roundtable. American
Mary
Psycho.
Harron.
I hadn't seen it in about 20 years, and I mean, the last time I saw it, I would have been like a teenager, and it was sort of a moody, sort of I take everything very seriously teenager. And I'd read the book as well because I was like, yeah, I'm fucking edgy. I read Bret Easton Ellis. Now watching it as an adult, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah.
Like I haven't seen it for quite a while, and it's one of those films. Like I've got it at home on Blu-ray, but I haven't watched it for so long. And it's one of those films that you watch every now and again. You'll watch it, and you just forget how good that film is.
Yeah.
But it's also the first watch when it first came out, when we was all a bit younger. It definitely you definitely didn't see the comedy in it.
Yeah, and I don't think people now, obviously that film came out in the year 2000. When you watch it now in 2025, it's quite easy to compare Patrick Bateman to certain people,
Yeah.
i.e. internet trolls.
Yeah.
The lines he says, like his lines of dialogue read like it is from a subreddit,
Yeah.
like some commenter who lives on a subreddit that lives in his mum's basement and thinks he's all badass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you hear it back, like just the stuff he says, like, you fucking loser. Like,
Yeah.
you what a loser. And it was, it got, a lot of laughs. People were cracking up because it is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, very, very funny film. It was like, because when it was introed by the woman, she said, I can't remember the name of the writer, but there's one of the writers. She would tell people that she'd written like the screenplay for American Psycho, and men would turn around to her and say, like, I'm Patrick Bateman. And she'd be like, oh, what, so are you a psychopath or a dork?
Yeah.
Like, and he is. Like, because I mean, I was guilty of thinking the complete opposite of Patrick Bateman to what I would think about him now. Like, when you see the original film, you just concentrate, when you see it for the first time, you just concentrate on the psychopath bit.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, the underlying, like, the rest of it, the guy is just a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Like, who thinks he's the bollocks. He's like an incel, like, with a YouTube channel.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And so, now that it's aged very well, now that people like Patrick Bateman have brought themselves to the surface.
Yeah.
Because of, the likes of TikTok and sort of Reddit and stuff, and Twitter, stuff like that. Elon Musk energy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's imagine being like, make comedy legal, yeah. You fucking nerd. Yeah, American Psycho, very enjoyable. After that was a film called Dead Birds.
Yeah.
Which I had never heard of. Dead Birds, I think, was the most sort of recent film showing. It was from 2004.
Yep.
Now, this is like a horror film, and it starred Henry Thomas, the kid from E.T., Patrick Fugit, who was fairly sort of up and coming in the early 2000s. He was in,
Well,
like,
yeah, because it was almost famous, like, kind
Spun
of.
he was in as well. which
He
is pretty
should have
good.
been bigger, I think.
Yeah. Michael Shannon.
Yeah.
And
is
Mark,
bigger.
Yeah, Mark Boone Jr. I was like, how have I never heard of this film? I think the reason I've heard of it is because it's really fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It was
It's probably my least favourite watch out of the
out of all of
the
them.
whole festival. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just, I don't know what, because I hadn't seen it or heard of it or anything else. I was expecting it to be like a hidden gem. And then about 20 minutes into the film, I was like, no, this is bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was for me the sort of low point, just because I think I said to you afterwards that the word I used to describe it was ineffective.
Yeah, entirely that.
It wasn't scary.
It's quite boring.
It was, but yeah, that's the thing with these sort of films. They're either great, which is great, or they're terrible, which is also great. The worst thing a film can be is just boring. And this I
was
found
boring.
this really boring.
There was so many things wrong with it. Like, they unwisely decided to mix kind of practical effects with some digital effects, which just highlighted how bad the digital effects were from 2004.
Because nothing
It
was better than
unnecessary.
early 2000s CGI.
Yeah, and I think it would have been more effective if they just relied on the makeup, like, in the first place. Like, the bits that they added just was unnecessary and made it worse. And then there's the whole problem with, they keep finding these weird, like, hairless monster things, and everybody's like, how unusual. Anyway, like, it's just like, you would pay that more attention.
Yeah. It'll be fine. We got stuff to do. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. After that was Brain Scan, which I also had not seen. Brain Scan is from 1994, but it could easily be, it's got 80s vibes.
Yeah.
It's very 80s, other than the soundtrack, because it's got things like White Zombie and stuff like that in it. But stars Edward Furlong and Christopher Plummer.
Yes.
Have you seen this before?
No, I was aware of it, but I'd never seen it. Like, I'd heard a lot about it.
Yeah.
But I'd never got around to see it.
Yeah, it's essentially about a teenager, Edward Furlong. Well, hang on, so a teenager is part of an interactive video game where he kills innocent victims. Later, the murders become real, and you have this. So obviously, Edward Furlong is the lead, but you have this character, this sort of demon character called the Prankster.
Yeah.
Who
is like a Loki sort of character.
Yeah, very much so. I think that this is probably inspired a lot more since it came out. I'm pretty sure there's a Black Mirror episode that's very similar to this.
Probably. I mean, you could remake this now.
Yeah.
Like, and probably have a better film. Like, I think. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed this. Like,
no, I
I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
But certainly, I think it could benefit from an update.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing they should remake. I also really liked his like Igor answer phone thing.
Yeah.
I want one of them.
It was so like it was also something that definitely wouldn't work then. Like,
No.
there's no way his computer was answering his phone. Basically, he had a like voice activated phone that would just pop up on his like
Computer screen,
computer
yeah.
monitor, and it was like a cartoon Igor, and it'd be like, "Master, your phone is ringing."
Yeah.
Like,
And it was like
that.
voice activated phone where you could dial this number and it would dial
And it would just dial it, like, but it would show up like a number panel. Yeah, it would show up and be like, doo, 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 doo. But yeah, it was it definitely didn't work back then. But yeah, now it would make more sense.
Yeah, now it's doable. You can probably set it up yourself.
Yeah.
After that was the mystery movie. Every year there's a mystery movie on the Saturday night and nobody knows what it is until it starts playing.
Yeah.
They come out and they'll give you some like clues to it. Last year it was Kevin Smith's new film.
The 420 movie or something.
440 movie, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun. So this year the guy comes out, gives all these clues, and no one round us, sat near us, got it. I don't think.
No.
Anyway, in short, the mystery movie was, after all the clues we couldn't get it, the film was It's Alive 3, Island of the Alive.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, when it started, I was like, oh, right. I've seen It's Alive long time ago. I forgot it had sequels.
Yeah.
It's basically about babies that are monsters. And
Yeah,
kill
which
people.
is a weird premise in the first place. But yeah, this film, I had to leave halfway through this film, unfortunately, to go and get a train.
I was there to the bitter end.
Yeah. Again, one of the weirdest films, even half of it, one of the weirdest films I've ever seen in my life. Like, especially because the tone of it is all over the place. Like, the main character is in his own film.
Yeah.
Like, entirely. I don't think he's taken direction at any point in that
No.
film. He's just doing weird shit all the time.
Yes, this is Michael Moriarty playing the lead guy.
He's fantastic.
Stephen Jarvis. His character is like, I don't know, is he meant to be like have Asperger's or something?
Yeah.
He's just not. Anytime anyone else is speaking to him, he's like, his eyes are just sort of
Yeah, it's like he's
focused
looking around
in like
to-
the mid ground and darting around. He's just like not paying attention.
And even his character in the first scene, like there's basically a court case because his kid is one of these kids that's been born with all this like rage or whatever it is, and they're like, oh, like, and he's trying to defend because the government's gonna kill all these babies, and he's like, no, it's my son, and but the character he is in those scenes is wildly different to what he becomes literally the next scene on. He like seems fairly serious, apart from the one bit where they go like, oh, like you're gonna have to show that like you're not afraid of your son, and he's like, I'm scared shitless. It scares the shit out of me. But then in the next scene, he's just nuts.
And this is directed by Larry Cohen, who made all the It's Alive films. He also did like The Stuff, which
Oh, cool.
but don't
It's the Blob
actually-
ripoff.
Yeah, it's actually not one of my favorites. But then things like the involve like the Maniac Cop films and all that stuff. Yeah, I kind of feel like I need to go and watch It's Alive too.
I should watch the first one.
Also, there's another killer baby movie that I get it confused with, which I'm just trying to look up now because I think I saved it on my watch list somewhere. I remember watching it ages ago. It's really bizarre. It's from the 60s. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and a lot of fun to watch it in a cinema surrounded by people, and everyone got a good laugh out of it. So that was a Saturday. Sunday began with Parasite, which we're not going to talk about because we're actually doing an episode, or a full-on episode about Parasite 3D, not the other Parasite.
No, not the good one.
No. Why would we? So we're saving that for an episode in a couple of weeks. After Parasite was Videodrome, which we didn't watch because I watched Videodrome not that long ago.
I've seen it a few times.
Yeah, fuck James Woods. So we ducked out for Videodrome and went to get something to eat. After that, though, was New York Ninja.
Oh, this was my highlight. It's such a weird film.
So New York Ninja, if you've never heard of it, is from 1984/2021. Essentially, what happened was, I'm going to find this guy's name. John Liu directed this film, New York Ninja, in 1984, but production was abandoned.
Yeah.
It essentially ran out of money. Fast forward to 2020, a guy named Curtis Spieler, I think I'm saying it right. He's now credited as the redirector of this film.
Yep.
So he was working for Vinegar Syndrome, and in their like archives, I guess, they found
Just somewhere at the back.
Yeah, they found all of the footage for New York Ninja.
Yeah.
Completely shot, but they didn't have a script. There was no audio either.
Yeah, no sound at all.
No sound, just an unedited, all the footage. So they took on the task of editing it, dubbing voices for the actors, obviously having to make a script up and just kind of guess what they were saying, and getting a band called Voyager Free to come in and do the soundtrack. And they put it all together, and now we have it, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. They got like proper genre actors to come in and dub it over, like Cynthia Rothrock does one of the voices. And the guy from The Hills Have Eyes.
Michael Berryman.
That's it. Yeah, he does one of the voices. It's just an insane, like the plot is stupid. It's like a guy who he loses his wife because she gets killed by some gangsters who are kidnapping
it's
women.
It's the 80s, it's New York, it's lots and lots of crime.
Crimes everywhere.
Yeah.
So he, luckily he's like, knows martial arts.
Just happens to be a martial arts expert with and a samurai sword collection, apparently.
Yeah, so he becomes a ninja to fight crime.
Yeah.
Mainly these guys who are kidnapping women and selling. The thing is, like, there's all these gangs. I mean, the Warriors, this is not. Like, there's all these gangs across New York, or one big gang, I'm not sure. But all of these people are in this gang. They're not street thugs. Basically, they all seem like just the way they carry themselves, the way they move, the way they talk. They're dancers. They're theatre kids. Yeah. I mean,
very obviously as well in some scenes.
They're sort of like
that's not how you fight with a sword.
Yeah.
That's dancing, son. What are you doing?
It's so nobody knows how to use, like, the John Liu, the main guy, barely knows how to use a sword. At one point, he's on roller skates for no reason.
If you're going to fight crime on roller skates, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
They would just push you over. Oh!
Yeah, exactly. And the bad guy, there's some subplot that's not really a subplot where he's got uranium poisoning or something.
Oh, yeah. It's like falling apart.
And and light, his weakness is light. So there's like weird scenes where he's got a candle and he's like going, it's so weird. He wears these big glasses. It's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was this year's Turkish Star Wars.
Yeah.
Basically. Just complete nonsense.
Nonsense.
And I love at the end it comes out like he will return in LA Ninja. Which we never got, unfortunately.
No, sadly.
No. Oh, well. No.
It needs to be made. Like with the same budget.
Bring back the same actors.
He's going to be like 90 odd. Yeah, bizarre.
Yeah, New York Ninja was, I think, for quite a few people, was the highlight of the festival. It was a lot of fun, and I'd never seen it before. This was the only one that wasn't in 35mm because the studio, they've got that thing where they don't like them cutting them, splicing them.
Yeah.
So they want them shown on two projectors, which is Space did not have. So it was the only one shown in digital format, but it was still a lot of fun. After New York Ninja, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane with Andrew Dice Clay. I think I enjoyed this film more than anyone else at this festival.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny. I really liked it. I found it like really charming. And like, I know Andrew Dice Clay's kind of whole shtick is him being a misogynist. Misogynistic piece of shit. And I don't think I could stomach like watching his stand-up. But like,
I mean, that is pretty much his stand-up.
But watching that character in like those situations and have like a plot and stuff, I found it like I thought it was really fun. And I think he's actually quite a good actor.
He's done a lot since.
Yeah.
Like he's a pretty well-established actor. He was in like a film I hate, but was it The Star Is Born?
Oh yeah,
like with Gaga and
I'd only
Bradley
seen
Cooper.
him in Entourage, basically
He's
playing
in
himself.
Entourage. Yeah, he was in something as well. He played somebody. I can't remember. But yeah, he's been in some big films.
Yeah. Oh, the Pam and Tommy thing he was in as
Yeah.
well. But no, it's really childish and stupid.
It's so dumb.
but I just thought it was funny.
I found it uncomfortable, like because is Lauren Holly is his receptionist
Right.
slash love interest, but like he's just fucking horrendously misogynistic to her, like to the point where in my mind I couldn't get past like Lauren Holly. It's like while she was making this must have been like this role is fucking awful. Like at one point he eats like a vol au vent at a party and he decides he doesn't like it. Lauren Holly comes up, so he forces a kiss on her just to get this like vol au vent into her mouth, and she's like, and it's all played off for comedy. I was like, fuck.
It's basically like Johnny Bravo before Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
If he was a real human being.
Yeah.
But it was just silly. I thought it was quite fun. And the whole I did like set in the LA music industry, and how awful the music industry is. I quite enjoyed that aspect, but yeah, I mean, no one else liked it, but I liked it. I thought it was really funny.
There were some really funny moments. It's just I'm familiar with Andrew Dice Clay from like when he was like a stand-up, like back in the day, and that's his whole thing. Like Gandhi, I fucked him. Oh, like this is like that's his whole shtick. Like there's no real punchlines to anything.
Yeah, there is. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I suppose as someone who'd not, this is sort of my first foray into the Dice Man's comedy.
The Dice Man.
Yeah, I was just like, I think this is pretty fucking hilarious. I know it ain't right, but it's funny. So yeah, it was make what you will of it. And then the whole thing was capped off with a 35-minute screening of Terminator 2: Judgment Day.
Yeah, I had to go.
You had to
I
go.
left before this one. So Ford Fair whatever was my last film of the festival. But yeah, I was kind of gutted, but I was so tired and I had to work the next day and I'm an old man. So I had to go home.
I stayed. I think of all the films I've seen in 35mm in the cinema, I think this was like my favorite viewing experience.
Yeah.
Was watching Terminator 2 because it's made for the big screen. I mean, these all are, but this it just works perfectly. The effects still are like, what? It's what? No way. I love an Arnie movie as well. Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Obviously, but it doesn't make it any less entertaining. And it was great to see on the big screen. Really enjoyed it.
I do. Yeah, I wish I was struggling to stay awake.
I mean, it's hard going.
Yeah, you think because it's just like 2.5 days of sitting around watching films, but my God,
it does drain you. I was talking to somebody outside between one of the films about this. They're like, we're just sat down, not doing anything, but I'm so tired. It's like, well, yeah, like you are sat there, but your senses are going.
Yeah,
for like hours straight, and it gets to like hour number 8, and you start to sort of flag a bit. I mean, anyone else that was there for the whole 3 days knows what it's like. It is, yeah. I mean, the first night, I think I got back at like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And then you're back in there at 10:45 or so, 10:30. It is a lot. Yeah, definitely. You gotta...
I genuinely felt as tired as if I'd been to like a big music festival. It's like I got back on the Sunday. I mean, even on the Sunday, I didn't get back till like 8:30 or whatever it was. And I was like, ugh. Yeah. But yeah, a wholly enjoyable weekend.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, thanks for having us. And thanks for having us on the stage. I don't think we mentioned we introduced Parasite 3D, which is why we'll be doing the special episode, a whole episode all about that. That'll be coming out in the next...
when we get round to it. But yeah, it was nice to be like an actual physical part of the festival this year.
Yeah, for sure. And we get sort of... It's fun. There is a sort of sense of community to it. You're going around, everyone's there for the same reason. You've all got sort of same interests. We got to meet Mark from Dead Good Tees, who's somebody that he designs the logos and the t-shirts.
Yeah,
for Grindfest.
Check out his Instagram and all that, Dead Good Tees, because his t-shirt designs are awesome.
Yeah, and it was weird because obviously we've known of Dead Good Tees for a long time, and I've sort of chatted with him through social media for years now, literally, but never met the man. Didn't even know for a good few years if he even was a man. I was like, is this multiple people I'm speaking to? Because it's obviously just a company social media account. But no, he showed up for the Saturday. That was great. And yeah, it was all around. It was great again. And we look forward to next year.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, and also the ticket. If you went this year, they've already said this a couple of times, but if you went this year, you can buy a ticket for next year at this year's prices. And those prices are frozen up till Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes. So obviously no idea what the films are going to be, but I'm sure they'll be good.
If you didn't want to go this year and you still want to go next year, it's well worth the ticket price.
Yes. If actually, I was going to ask you, let's say it is 2026 now.
Yeah.
And they're gearing up for Grindfest 26. And they said, Lee, you can pick one of the films. It can be any film that is showing 35mm. What would you go for? Just one movie.
Oh, Banzai Buckaroo, the Peter Weller.
Oh, The Adventures of Banzai Buckaroo.
Yes.
That's a good shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, I'll tell you for why. Because I still haven't seen it. Like, it's
really?
always been on my radar, but if I was going to see it for the first time on that screen, that would,
I've seen it once a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just one of those, like, a couple of times I've actually been like, that's what I'm watching tonight, and I just haven't.
Oh.
So I would love to see it there.
Okay, well, don't watch it yet, because they might have...
Yeah. I can hold out another year.
Yeah.
So it's been like, it's been 46 so far.
Oh, nice. Mine would be Highlander.
Oh, yeah. Highlander would be awesome.
Highlander would be fucking awesome. Yeah, so if you listen, just some suggestions, just planting some seeds. Anyway, that's it for us. Just this little recap of the festival. Like I said, we will have a new episode for you, a full-on proper episode, because I know the last couple now have been just bonus stuff. In the next sort of few weeks, we need to work out when we can actually record yet, because I'm not here for the next couple of weekends. Anyway, but we will have a new episode for you soonish, all about Parasite 3D.
Yes. With Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. Excellent. It's a laugh. We picked a winner.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm glad we didn't pick fucking Dead Bird. So we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
Well, thank you all for coming here tonight and drinking all of my booze. No, really. Please leave. The party's over. Get out.